The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Looking left side, he's got him in. That's Perez. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a second and short. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. The Jets at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Down the left sideline. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. A huge play there on the screen pass. 44 yards.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Rock all 80.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in Week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Jets will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Looking to put a drive together.
Check, hurt. Here we go. Check.
On the ground, it's the rookie running back out of Miami. And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23. When you talk about this Jets defense, they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
Definitely going to need to be physical with these receivers, whether that's right at the line of scrimmage, trying to jam them and bump them off their routes, or when the ball arrives and you go ahead and put your shoulder into it and try and knock it loose.
Go, Reed, go.
Off the play fake, Daniels. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And this one incomplete, threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
And going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
To throw is Daniels. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
And they're going to be set up with excellent field position to start the drive as that gets out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Let's go. Hey, Bronco switch. Bronco.
They'll try the left side. It's Bates. Has some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
2nd and 5.
From the 48-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5.
60, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal, track him, 60.
They'll drop to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. A gain there of 21 yards.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive. It comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him. And I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw. When they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations, ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one. Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Jets are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Gets past one man. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fit defensive back on the field. And they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Got a ball, got a fumble. It's out, it's loose.
Wow, that ball is not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long.
Get it. Don't Cougar 19. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Trap 60, trap 60.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. Pass caught, it's Lane with it. And he's got room. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now they'll run it on the taunts. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
19-18.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Commanders are back within a score. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make our score 14-7. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Now he's going to step up and run. They'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble. And it's 2nd down.
They made a nice effort to stick it with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Ready, set.
2nd and 6.
70 Lions.
Back to throw here. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
Dragon 60. Tag.
He'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Perez. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
Come on, set. Bronco 80.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th.
Let's go now. Cougar, Mustang 19.
They throw it out right complete. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Mason Taylor, 26 yards. And the Jets take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, playing the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They go play action. Daniels. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Garrett Wilson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders have cut it back within a score. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
Commanders 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Here we go.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. And they've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. 2nd down and a yard. Throw left side complete. That's Perez. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
19, Tiger, 19, trap 60, trap 50, 18, Rattler, 18, Rattler.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Perez. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. 49 yards. And the Jets have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 48 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Ready, break.
Right back to him on 1st down. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Play action, now it's Daniels. This one finds Wilson downfield. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally.
First down. It's a gain of 23 yards. And Washington first down.
Daniels with a give to Krosky Merritt. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now 2nd and 5.
Cut 19!
Here's Daniels. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they're doing everything they can to protect this early lead after giving up a touchdown on their last drive.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now Daniels going to keep it. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. And his kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Come on, set! Cowboy 80! Ready?
They'll throw now on the final play. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. So no gain on the play. And it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Ready, ready! 70 Lion, 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Throwing quickly to Wilson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
And while we weren't quite there yet, you had to start to wonder if there's going to be any life left in this team. And that big return, that could be the exact spark to get them right back into this game.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And a Lion slow materializing there as they get maybe a yard up to the 45.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Check. Hey! Check! Hey, check that. Panther 6.
Throwing now is Daniels. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
18 Cardinals, 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Cut up.
To the air goes Daniels. This one deep for Wilson. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Washington going to send out their punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 7. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. 2nd and 5. Wilson's got it complete. So the completion good for just 3. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Cougar 19. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. 79 Broncos. Ready, ready.
There's a short one. It's caught by Taylor. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the 1st down.
Get it. Cowboy 80. Ready.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
38-yard line.
Let's go. Dragon 60. Viking 18.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Perez. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That'll line up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet, as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Come on, set. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Wilson. So he stopped for no gain. And that'll make it 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Going right back to Wilson. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up fourth. And his kick is good.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Commanders in possession of the football, but they trail as we start this 4th quarter.
Let's go. Ready.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And it's a room to run now. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 91 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Hurt. 70 Lions. Hey, trap. Ready.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
Let's go.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Daniels looking to throw. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now Daniels going to keep it. And he is caught. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Washington, first down. First and goal.
Now Daniels. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
19 tight. 19 tight. Cup 19. Cup 19. Ready.
Back to throw. Daniels. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Commanders have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback, because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
Now he'll tuck this and run. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 39 that time. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. Out to the right here to Wilson. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
Ready, get.
And goal to go.
Ready, go.
He'll look to throw. Touchdown! Mason Taylor, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Jets are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. This is 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Nowhere to go that time. Might have got the yard up to the 25. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Here's 2nd down.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
To throw is Daniels. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down.
70 Timberwolves, trap 60, trap 60. Mustang 19.
Looking to throw. Daniels. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Well, you need your best play here, no doubt. 4th down and 8. Pass taken in. It's been tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
That's good for a Commander's first down.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Gonna look deep for Wilson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And the Jets will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Now he's going to step up and run. He finds his man complete. It's Perez. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go now.
Now they'll change things up. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. It's kick team out now to boot this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1.
18, Rattler, 18, count.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Ready.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. The Commanders going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared, but executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for the Jets, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they'll have another home date next week as the New York Giants come to town. Meanwhile, for the Commanders,